Good day, everyone. My name is Emmanuel Omale. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please, after watching this video, click on the subscribe button, like, comment, and also share. Thank you. So, I'll be doing a brief clip on index, notation, and function. Meaning, we'll be talking about laws of indices. We're talking about laws of indices. Laws of indices. So, when we talk about index notation, it's actually a method of shortening the product of numbers of equal factors or numbers that are the same. Meaning, if you have 2 times 2 times 2, in indices, what you do is you write your 2 raised to power of 3, which simply means that 2 into 3 places. So when you see 2 raised to power of 3, it means it's in index form. So 2 is called the base. 2 is called the base, while 3 is called the power, or you can call it index. So 2 is called the base, while 3 is called the power. So the next thing is that we'll be talking about the laws now properly. So the first law we have is multiplication law. Multiplication law. So this law states that when two numbers with equal base are being multiplied, their power are added. So it means that if you have two numbers multiplying each other, it means that their power will be added on the condition that the base must be the same thing. So when you have 3 raised to the power of 2 times 3 raised to the power of 5, from here you can see that the powers are the same. You can see that the base are the same, 3 and 3. So the law states that you will add the powers together, meaning that 3 raised to the power of 2 plus 5, which becomes 3 raised to the power of 7. So that's all about that. So the next thing we'll be talking about is division law. Division law. So this law states that when dividing numbers with equal base, the power of the divisor is subtracted from that of the dividing, meaning that when you have 2 raised to the power of 9 divided by 2 raised to the power of 6, remember the base must be the same. So in this case, we are going to have 2 raised to the power of 9 minus 6, which becomes 2 raised to the power of 3. The next we'll be talking about is the power law. Power law. This law states that if a number which is raised to a certain power is again raised to another power, it is said to be in powers. So the two powers are multiplied together, meaning that when you have 2 raised to the power of 3 and again everything raised to the power of 2, it means that the powers must have to be multiplied together, meaning that you have 2 raised to the power of 3 times 2, which becomes 2 raised to the power of 6. Then the next we'll be talking about is product power law. So the fourth thing we'll be talking about is product power law. So this law states that when the product of different factors are raised to a certain power, then let's say in a bracket, so the power is distributed over each factor in the bracket, meaning that if you have 3pq, everything raised to the power of 2, 3pq, so let me write it, 3pq, everything raised to the power of 2. The law states that everything in the bracket must be raised to the power of these 2 individually, meaning that you have 3 raised to the power of 2 times p raised to the power of 2 times q raised to the power of 2, which becomes 9 times p raised to the power of 2 times q raised to the power of 2, which becomes 9p square q square. So that is all about the law. So the next we'll be talking about is zero index, which is the fifth one. Zero index. This law states that anything raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1, meaning that 2 raised to the power of 0 is 1, 5 raised to the power of 0 is 1, x raised to the power of 0 is 1, anything at all, 1000 raised to the power of 0 is 1. So let's talk about the sixth one, negative index. Negative index. Negative index. When a number is raised to a negative index, the result becomes the reciprocal raised to the same positive index, meaning that if you have 2 raised to the power of minus 3, the result becomes 1 over 2 raised to the power of 3, which becomes 1 over 8. That is what negative index is all about. The seventh one that I'll be talking about is fractional index. Fractional index. This fractional index is all about talking about when you have a number raised to a power that is fraction. For instance, 4 raised to the power of 3 over 2. What this simply means is that you will take the square root of 4 then raised to the power of 3, meaning that you take square root of 4, everything raised to the power of 3. So which becomes, square root of 4 is 2. So raised to the power, this will be raised to the power of 3. So which becomes 2 raised to the power of 3, which becomes 8. Or, for instance, you have, let's say, 8 raised to the power of 3 over, let's say 2 over 3, 8 raised to the power of 2 over 3. So what this simply means is that what you are considering fractional index is the fraction. So this becomes the third root of 8 raised to the power of 2, meaning that what you multiply by itself 3 times to give you 8. So which becomes the third root of 8 raised to the power of 2. And the third root of 8 is 2. So it becomes 2 raised to the power of 2, that is 4. Let's take another example under fractional index. If you have 8 raised to the power of 4 over 3, this is the third root of 8 raised to the power of 4. And the third root of 8 is what? 2. So 2 raised to the power of 4 is 16. Okay, let's take another example. Let's say 8 raised to the power of 1 over 3. So this becomes the third root of 8 raised to the power of 1, which is 2 raised to the power of 1, which is becomes 2. Okay, let's take another example. 81 raised to the power of 3 over 4. So in this case, it means fourth root. Remember, you're considering this fraction. So it is fourth root of 81 raised to the power of 3. And fourth root of 81 is 3. Fourth root simply means that what you multiply by itself 4 times to give you 81, and the answer is what? 3. So it becomes 3 raised to the power of 3, which is 27. Thank you for watching. More videos coming your way. Please click on the subscribe button. Also like, comment, and share. Thank you so much.